Hey everybody, so it's been about 60 days since I last made a video. Last time I checked in, I was anchored on the north side of Marathon here, and since then I had sailed around to the harbor, and I've got myself a slip where I tied off the boat, and I got it kind of prepped, and I actually left it here for I think about 3 weeks, flew back to Missouri, and went to visit some family there and take some time away from the boat. But I am back now. I've been back for about a month, and so this is going to be kind of a compilation of everything that's happened since then. The past couple weeks have been very rainy here, and I have been procrastinating re-siliconing in and sealing this tow rail. I did one side back in Pensacola, but I didn't really do a good job. I had taped it out, laid the silicone down, and then you're supposed to pull it off maybe after 30 minutes. And one of my neighbors started talking to me. I got distracted. I pulled it off like an hour and a half later, and it leaks a little bit in some places. It works, but it doesn't look good. So the goal today is we finally got like 24 hours of no rain, and that's how long it takes to cure. So I'm going to try to use the knife and cut out the old silicone on both sides, and then I'll tape it and lay down new silicone, and this time I will time it and try to be on top of it. Alright, so the first side for today is done, and it looks a whole lot better. I'll show you the other side here. This is the side I did back in Pensacola, and it's obviously dirty, but you can see I made the bead a lot thicker than I had to. I guess I thought I needed to kind of overdo it so it lasts longer, but obviously it's a little rougher. I've learned a bit since then, so I think I knocked out this other side so quick I'm gonna go ahead and pull all this up and repeat the same process on this side, because we might as well. It's a nice day. Okay, so I've got the second side done now too, and it ended up raining, of course, right after I pulled all the old silicone out. And like I said, I checked the weather in the morning, it wasn't going to, which is why I decided to do this today. But luckily, I mean, it didn't really leak all that much. It was a quick rain. With this side looks much better than it did before. So I'm very glad I went in and did this. It was much needed, and it looks good. Good morning. I have been picking up the boat here. Got the dinghy. Let's see. Got the sails ready to go, and just got to get the anchors pulled up, and then we are going to sail over and under the 7-mile bridge here in Marathon, and then we'll go around the other side of the island into the bay. And I've got a slip at a marina reserved for a couple months, and that's going to be through the worst of the hurricane season, just because it seems a little safer to me being in there because it's kind of more protected. We'll be able to be tied up. But that is where we are headed to today. So I'm looking forward to that because I will finally get to use my air conditioner again. And it has been, it's been a hot one. So just got to get the anchors pulled up now. And then I think I think we're good to go. And it's been a little bit since I've actually sailed, so might be a little rusty, but we've got some wind today, not a ton, and I got all day to get there, so it should be fun to get back out there. Okay, so I have made it to Missouri visiting the family here, and I brought with me the water pump, the fresh water pump for the engine, because I don't know if you saw in one of the last videos, it had some issues where the impeller went out, and as I got the new impeller and replaced it, but you can see it started leaking, so it looks like some of the old seals inside were not any good anymore, and so just after messing with it, it caused it to leak. So I bought on eBay, I think it was like $45. I got this full kit here. You can see it's got new seals and bearings and all new screws and all sorts of good little pieces in there, and I should be able to use this to completely refit the whole pump, and then we'll clean it up too. So that is the project for today. So I have been gone from the boat for like 3.5 weeks now. I took some time and went back to Missouri to be there for the 4th of July, and then it was my mom's birthday. And so I just thought it'd be nice to catch up with everyone since I've been gone for 6 months. But you can see the boat is still here. I was a little worried. I've never left it that long, but luckily Doc here in town was great help, and he stopped by and checked on it once a week for me. So thanks you to Doc. And so the next task is I've got the water impeller with me, and you can see this is what it looks like after I tried refinishing it. We'll see if it worked. We are about to put it in the boat, but that was kind of fun trying to fly with that. On the way there, didn't ask any questions, but on the way back, they pulled it out and like kind of had to interview me about what it was and all that. But luckily, I was able to keep it, and so now we're going to put it on the engine and see if all this work was for nothing or if it's going to hold and not leak anymore. Okay, so that's what I was afraid of. I don't know if you could tell, but I don't know what you call it, the wheel on the outside that the belt is supposed to be grabbing and spinning. I guess it was, but it was teethed, like toothed, keyed, and when I was putting something back in, I don't remember what I was trying to do. Somehow I stripped that key off of the wheel that the belt grabs. And so obviously the wheel was spinning, but the impeller itself, the shaft, was not. And I had thought I had tightened it down because I knew I had stripped it. I thought I tightened it down enough that it wasn't going to be a problem, but it's obviously not the case. So I'm going to pull it back off and see if I can crank it down even tighter, if that's going to fix it, or what we're going to have to do to try to get this to stick to the actual shaft. Okay, so this is the piece that is supposed to be keyed. Obviously it is not, it is just round. I had stripped it off trying to use it as leverage when tightening something else down. Lessons learned. Luckily I was able to find this piece for $30, I think, on eBay. So I went ahead and ordered a new one, and I'll just have to clean it and paint it, and that will match. After everything that has gone wrong with this water pump, I bought the first impeller, the refit kit, the paint, and the new pulley. It would have been cheaper just to buy a brand new pump overall, but we've got to learn somehow, and so I think I've learned a lot through this. Obviously, I learned the hard way with things, but hopefully when this gets here, we will have a working pump, and we can get that back on the engine and back up and running. Alright, so thanks for watching. That's been an update of kind of the past month or two here. I am back here in Marathon at the marina, and I'm planning on staying in the Keys for a couple months, kind of while we wait out the hurricanes, probably for the rest of the year. And so in the meantime, I got myself a job to keep me entertained, and I am looking at, once the hurricane season peak is over, getting myself a bigger anchor, so obviously that's on the list to do, and moving the boat nearer to that island where I've got the job, because it's kind of like a 45-minute commute right now for me every day, there and back. And so that saves some money from the marine cost, and as well get me closer to work, which would be nice. But that'll probably be another month still, and so in the meantime I've got some boat projects to work on, and upgrading that anchor and chain, and then working on the outboard for my dinghy as well. So apologize for the delay in videos here. Like I said, I took some time off, and I've been back working on some projects and starting that new job, so I've been pretty busy. But hopefully I can come up with some stuff to make some videos for you, along with the projects and kind of little things like that. But won't be sailing for a while. We'll be here in the Keys. But I appreciate for watching. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in the next video.